Hello my friends, and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. So today is the 14th of October 2022. It is a Friday, the day of love, the day of Venus, the day of the Svadhisthana chakra, which is the sacral chakra, the chakra of creation, of combining the male and female energies to create something. It's the arising of the Kundalini energy, and I don't know, I'm just getting this really interesting feeling of that today, particularly with the transit that's happening. We've got Venus in Libra trining Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So any relationships that you felt that were, you know, there was something about them. There was something that was solid about them. There was something that you could trust. There was some kind of innate thing about them. You may find that either they get rekindled, or that today that they may, look at that Ace of Wands, they may get rekindled, or they may get strengthened today. And anything that wasn't really strong, that wasn't a good relationship for you, it will fall by the wayside. And that's really powerful. It's also a really good day to meet new people, to get out there, to be talking as well to other people. So let's capitalize upon this energy. It's really interesting, particularly with Friday. Now, let's see what the cards have to say. I'm reading with the Star Spinners Tarot, and I'll be clarifying with the Witch's Oracle. Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Well, we have the Wheel of Fortune to begin. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles. So already what I'm getting, the Devil reversed, I'm getting this sense of such a Gemini. I always start things before I'm ready. And the cards are like, well, we haven't finished yet, so could you just hang on? We've got the World reversed, and we've also got the Magician reversed. Okay, right, so now what I'm getting a sense of is that you've really got to allow things to manifest in the time that they're supposed to. The idea comes to me with this Magician that it's almost like trying to make a seed grow in a faster time. Now, there are obviously things that you can do. So we can germinate seeds. We can make sure that, you know, the conditions are super right. And we can make sure that it's in a really kind of warm, moist area so that the seed will germinate faster. But I think what's happening here is that there's a sense of you not being able to do that. And maybe there's been a sense of you trying to. With the Devil reversed, I also get the sense that if someone is trying to do this that's outside of the situation, you're becoming aware of this. If you find that this is you that's doing this, you're also becoming aware of the situation, and you're aware that it's a need for you to, it's coming from a space where you need to make things happen now. And the Wheel of Fate there is telling me that everything happens in its own time. There's almost this sense of waiting with this Four of Pentacles, and also a sense of I'm not going to, I'm going to wait and see what happens, but only because I'm going to wait and see what happens because I have to, not because of, and almost to a sense ignoring the sense of growth that has to occur during this time. But I do feel like that's alleviating, particularly with this Seven of Swords that's here. And Seven of Wands that's here. Interesting, I said Seven of Swords. But we do have the 7 to the 8. So it does say to me that there is some kind of movement here, and you trying to, or this other person trying to make sure that they don't manipulate the situation. It's very difficult, you know, when you're trying to, when you really want to make things happen, or you really want an outcome, a particular outcome, and it's because you've been left out in the cold. It's because there's been a sense of you not being allowed to see what's been going on. Maybe there's been a period of no contact with someone and you're waiting for them to contact you. And, you know, you've been trying to find out what they've been doing. You've been trying to find out what's been going on. And I definitely get this sense of isolation. You know, we've got the two main cards of isolation, and this figure is also on their own. So these 3 cards are telling me that there's a sense of like somebody who's chosen to go alone and somebody who's been shut out, and they just have to just kind of like sit with it, you know. And maybe this person is the one that's like embodying this kind of magician reversed energy, trying to find out things of what's going on. There's been this like sense of balance. Both parties have been trying to remain balanced and not rush into things, even though divine timing is now coming into the space where we're starting to realize that, you know, things aren't finished. Things still do need to be sorted out. But there still is this element of where, you know, you don't want to try and manipulate anything. You can't, because every time you do, it kind of backfires. And I think that's what's happened with the Devil reversed. If the Devil was upright, then I would say that there was like an innate, like a consistent impetus to try and manipulate the situation. But here it's almost like there's a surrender here. And the thing is, right, with this one, with this kind of Rapunzel card, I'm getting the vibe that there is a way you can get out of that tower. It's your choice. But who's, you know, it's your choice to wall yourself up in that tower. Who's going to come out with it? Who's going to be able to come out of the tower that they built or that they've put themselves in? The Hermit is also the energy that you could like be embodying as well. So this could be a sense of where you've kind of stepped away from a situation and you've decided to go inside and go internally to try and like work on some stuff for yourself, to try and see the light within. And it's been a real kind of battle of the emotions as well, even though you're trying to handle it in a practical aspect. What I see with this card is almost like when you've been really hurt by a situation and you're trying to like take your mind off of it, and that will help you to recalibrate your situation. In this kind of aspect, I say that physical exercise is absolutely paramount for you to kind of channel energies in. So yeah, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from there. Let me see what the Witch's Oracle has to say about the situation. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective about this situation? So coming back to like tuning into the energy of what I mentioned at the very beginning of this Venus in Libra trining Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. It's almost like both parties are seeing whether or not, like, this could be in love, this could be in friendship, this could be, I feel like there is an emotional connection here, even though we haven't got cups here. I feel like this is like understanding what the emotions are in respect to how it manifests materially. We've got 3, you know, Pentacles cards here, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. There could have been something that was like on a kind of drive of passion, you know. This could be an idea that, you know, you thought that this was just like a kind of like burnout. You thought that this was just, oh yeah, this is kind of my latest thing at the moment. But what's kind of coming to light is that this wasn't something that was like that. It was something else. Because we've got 4 major arcana here, 5 major arcana here out of 10. So, you know, there's some big shifts going on here. I do feel that that this was destined to happen in order to make you confront some stuff. So let's have a look. Wow. So we've got the High Priest, Guardian, and it's reversed. So there's 2 things I'm getting from this. When you put yourself into a space where you are trying to manipulate a situation, or if anybody's trying to manipulate a situation, trying to make it go their way, and you could even liken this to like betting, You know, if you're betting like loads of money on a horse or something like that, and you're trying, you know, you feel like you're doing like loads of spells and whatever, like to try and make it so that you will win, you know, that's kind of like lowering your defenses. Okay, interesting. That's really interesting. So we've got Guardian, the High Priest, and then we've got Holy Stone, Protection. So it's almost like I feel like your guardians are, or the guardians of this person who's becoming this magician reversed, is like, come on, you're trying to manipulate a situation, but we're actually going to stop you from doing that, because and 2 + 4 = 2, and this is 5. So it's interesting. This is 5. 1 + 4 = 5, and 2 + 4 = 6. So it's about making the right decision. You know, 6 equates to the Lovers. So it's about making the right choice. What is right for you? What is right for your situation? And, you know, to be honest with you, I think like this is definitely something, you know, that there's been a stagnancy in this situation that has actually attributed to your own divine protection. Like it's actually been for your protection. So yeah, in regards to this situation, I feel like, you know, you trying to like go against it, or whoever it is trying to go against it, it actually lowers your defenses. It lowers your own. And I kind of get like with the High Priest, there's almost like a Hierophant energy. So it's almost like what you know that you shouldn't be doing this. You know that like maybe there's some things that you're doing that maybe do manipulate the situation. Like, you know that you'll do certain things to make things happen within a situation that you know is for your benefit. And what this is saying is that actually, you know, your guardian angels are coming in and they're saying, no, you're not going to do that. You know, you're actually going to wait. So that's what I sense here by this reading today. Just trying to think if there's any other messages. I really feel like the Wheel of Fortune is what's speaking to me here with the Devil reversed. It's about this process of realization of how trapped that you may have been in a sense of obsession about this situation. There may have been some obsessive thinking. There may have been some kind of like overall thing that you were trying to like implement on the situation. And I think once you come out of that, then you're able to understand that you're being protected. And this is why it's that kind of thing. Rejection is protection and redirection. That'll probably be the title of today's reading. But that's the messages I have for you today, my friends. Do be aware of this when you're meeting other people. It's really interesting in terms of what we're trying to do, particularly with the masks that we put on, the kind of personas that we're trying to put across to everyone. And it's interesting how we've got these two and they're reversed. So just watch that in terms of your own power. You know, I think there's a lesson to be learned here. And you're going to learn it quickly. And it's a good lesson. And an important lesson by the looks of things. I hope you like this reading, my friends. If you did like it, please do like it. Please do subscribe for more videos. And I've done a few picker cards, so do check them out. But otherwise, I will speak to you very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye.